Good, what's going on? How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? That's your boy Harlem, and I'm back with another video. I'm back with another video. Today's video, there's gonna be a trade breakdown. How I took a trade yesterday on the NAS. This trade was shared on my Telegram and they didn't show my Discord because not everyone was online at that time. So I shared this trade on my Telegram yesterday. Potential buys on the NAS. You feel me? So uh, this is not about me having to take good trades or me having to show y'all that I'm taking trades and I'm having like profits. Nah, this is just to show you people that what you plan should be what you execute, win or lose. What you plan should be what you execute, win or lose. What you plan should be what you execute, win or lose. You feel me? So enough of the talking, we're just getting the charts. Okay, this was strictly on the hourly time frame. No 15-minute, no 5-minute, no 4 hour, nothing like that. This was strictly the 4 hour. This was strictly the hourly time frame. Let me remove this and then let me remove this. So before I even thought of doing much yesterday, before I even thought of taking my profits, I wanted to see where would Nasdaq react from first before anything. You understand me? I wanted to see where would Nasdaq react from before anything could happen. So you can tell this previous zone, we was having this zone as some sort of support until price broke out lower, low, low. I'm sorry, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high behavior until price impulsively pulled back to that very same zone which price broke out, that support, and price started doing what? Continuing with the lower lows and the lower highs, that behavior or that structure. You understand me? So now when I now looked at this, you understand me? Looking at current price now, because I now saw the like price once had a zone which price broke out and impulsively dropped to the downside. I was like, if what I'm looking for, because price broke out of the zone on FOMC, because this was the zone I was looking for price to react from FOMC with a clean double top and have what? A continuation to the downside. That was it. But unfortunately, price did what? Price continued to the upside. You understand me? Unfortunately, price continued to the upside. So when I woke up on Thursday, because this was now on Wednesday, waking up on Thursday, all I did was something like this, because that's what I woke up and I saw on the net. So I was like, okay, price is moving in this intraday range. You understand me? Price is moving in this intraday range. Why? Right. So from price breaking out of the zone, from price having a push phase, price started having a what? A correction. From price having a impulsive push phase, price started moving sideways. Understand me? So now this is like textbook forex. You guys know that I will always talk about this because this is what I always know and this is what I've learned for the past 7 or 8 years. Bread and butter forex book, textbook forex. So price has a push, price is a correction. So from this impulsive push, price is now doing what? Regaining that momentum. You understand me? We're now preparing to do what? To have a continuation to the upside. Those are facts, right? Bullish flag, Bev. This is a bullish flag. This is a symmetric triangle. This is a correction. This is an exhaustion phase. This is a range. This is whatever that you say you want it to be. But to me, this is a push. This is an exhaustion or a correction. And we hope or expect what? A continuation to the upside. Same shit as price does what? Pushes to the downside and start moving sideways. We know from this sideways, the possibility of price continuing to the downside is very high because we have an impulsive move to the downside and we have price correcting. We might see price continuing to the downside. Same thing from price impulsively pushing to the upside, price moving sideways. We know that the anticipation that we know from pure price action, price might potentially do what? Continue to the upside. Like I say, this is textbook Forex. So now let's look at this then. Let's look at what we were looking for. So now when I woke up, okay, this is what I saw. I was like, okay, the only time I'm going to take a trade, that's when price breaks to the downside or price breaking to the upside. This is what I shared with my community. When price breaks out either to the upside or to the downside, I'm taking my trades. That was it. So now looking at this candlestick, this big candlestick, it was our pre-London candlestick. It was our pre-London candlestick. It was our pre-London candlestick. Understand me? So from this pre-London candlestick, I was still looking for price to have a breakout. I don't take trades inside a correction unless it's a bigger range, which I can trade support and resistance with a bigger match, take profit per range. So price moving sideways, I was like, I will wait for a breakout. And then we got a breakout on our what? On our London open. An impulsive push to the upside, which gave me more than enough confirmation to say from a push and a correction, we're having a push, anticipating that we'll have a higher chance of price continuing to the upside. Textbook Forex, pure price action. Price pushed, started moving sideways. We know the possibility of price pushing or continuing to the upside is very much high. Price had a bullish engulfing candle closing above our correction on our London open. People, I repeat, from price having a correction, we had a bullish engulfing candlestick closing above our correction on our London session or London open 10 a.m. But it's usually 9 a.m. in London or 8 a.m. I'm not sure. Daylight savings have fucked us up a little. So with this bullish engulfing candlestick, the only thing I waited for, it was for price to have a retest because I'm a breakout trader. When price breaks out of a zone or a certain level or key level, price has to come back for a retest and respect that very same zone before it continues to the upside. So having price coming back for a retest, my entry was this candlestick. The minute this candlestick came back to this very same zone, like touching that very same zone, it was a bear open candlestick at that time. The only thing I waited for, it was for price to be bullish. It was a bear candlestick before I took a trade. The only time I took a trade, it was once the candlestick turned bullish. And that was it, people. That was it. I had a 40 pip, straight 40 pips, straight 40 pip, and I had a 265 or 256. Yeah, it was a 265. And that was it, people. That was it. That was it. The rest was history. The rest was history. So I want you people to understand that price action is always key in Forex. Whether you're trading NAS, you're trading gold, you're trading Euro USD, you're trading GBP USD, you're trading oil, you're trading Tesla, you're trading the bond market, you're trading, stocks, whether you're trading Woolworths, whether you're trading Vodacom, whatever shit that you're trading at that time, pure price action will always determine the final or the overall movement or direction at that time. So this is how I took this trade. Price at a push phase, breaking a particular zone on our FOMC on Wednesday. And on Thursday, when it opened, price was moving in a correction or an exhaustion phase. The only thing I waited for was for price to break out or to close above or below. And fortunately, price closed below, confirming my continuation of the bullish current price structure. Price came back for a retest. Only time I took a trade, it was once the candlestick That was a retest. It opened bearish. I simply waited for it to turn and be bullish, and that was it. For the pip stop loss for 265 pip move. That was it, people. That was it. That was it. That was it. No more cap. No more cap. I don't even want to say much. I don't even want to say anything. Today is NFP. Today is fucking NFP. There's a high chance that I might not take trades. There's a high chance that I might take a trade. The only thing that will determine me taking a trade, that's when I found a clean or tradable setup. This is how I took a trade. This is how I took my simple 1 to 6. This is how I took my simple 1 to 6. That's all I got, people. That's all I got.